Welcome back to Parallel Rosters, the series where we propose alternative rosters for the franchises present in the Super Smash Bros. Games. This time, we will be focusing on the Kirby series. The Kirby franchise only has 3 playable characters: Kirby, King Dedede, and Meta Knight. Even if that seems really low, all 3 of those characters are really well represented in Smash. This makes sense because all of those characters were created by Masahiro Sakurai. For this video, I will propose an additional 6 characters that could have been great for the Smash Bros. Games. Even after Sakurai left the Kirby series, it still kept a gameplay that is very compatible with Smash. So most characters in this video pretty much already have a moveset that would translate perfectly into Smash Bros. The first character I would like to talk about is, to the surprise of no one, Bandana Waddle Dee. He is one of the most requested first-party characters for Smash Ultimate. This tabby boy has pretty much become synonymous with the 4th slot in the most recent Kirby games, so it would make sense if he was the 4th Kirby character to get in. For his moveset, I would once again recommend the one made by Del Zetin, because I think that what he came up with is perfect for the character and I would not be capable of making something better. Then, the next character would be Marks the Cosmic Jester. His inclusion would not necessarily mean that the Marks boss fight would be removed, because it could function like Ganondorf and Ganon in Ultimate. To be more precise, Ganon is at the same time the final Smash and a boss. Even if he is more friendly in the more recent Kirby games he appears in, Marks was one of the first villains of the Kirby franchise. His moveset would be based on his Kirby Star Allies appearance. Pressing B once would let him bring up his ball that would give him a faster dash speed. Pressing B again would let him kick the ball and he could angle it similar to Inkling's neutral B. He would have multiple jumps with his wings. His neutral air would be the black hole. His forward air would be the rush. His down air would be the flip ultima. His up B would be the mega spin. His side B would be the piggyback ride, where he would jump on an opponent and use him to roll across the stage before kicking him. It could function like Ridley's side special, but the kicked opponent would function as a projectile that would be useful in a game with more than 2 people. For his down B, it would be the time bomb. It looks the same as his normal Jester balls, but it would explode after a while. His final smash would let him transform into his final form. Pretty creepy, right? Well, if you think Marks is creepy, then wait until you see this guy. Zero, making his first appearance in Kirby Dreamland 3 and the true villain behind the Kirby's Dreamland trilogy. He is pure evil, unlike Meta Knight, Dedede, or Marks. He represents the darker side of the Kirby games. For his neutral B, he would shoot the blood projectile. For some of his attacks, his eye could go out of the body to attack. He would also be able to summon dark matter to attack for him, maybe even summoning dark matter swordsman for smash attacks. For his final smash, he could transform into Zero-2. I know it's not technically canon, but I'm pretty sure Zero-2 is the reincarnation of Zero. Next, we have Gooey, a member of the Dark Matter and friend with Kirby. If he was in Smash, he would be another good guy in the Kirby franchise. It's crazy to think that these 4 characters are somewhat related. Most of his attacks will be based on his tongue. Parasol Gooey would be his up tilt or his up smash. Burning Gooey would be his side B. Stone Gooey would be his down air. This would differentiate him from Kirby. He could have multiple jumps or a glide mechanic with his Muck Matter. In the air is where he would excel at, because he could use his dark lasers for his forward smash and the dark laser flare for his neutral air. His protective bag could be a down B or a special shield, similar to Yoshi's. Next, we have Magolor. He would also represent the more modern Kirby games because his debut was in 2011's Kirby's Return to Dreamland, the game that, in my opinion, marked the beginning of the new age of Kirby games. His moveset would also be based on his Star Allies appearance. His neutral B would be a charged projectile. He would have 3 stages. First, the Magic Sphere, then the Revolution Orbs, and finally the Revolution Flame. His up smash would be the Deadly Needle. The more he charges, the more needles appear. His dash attack would be the Magolor Surge. His down B would be the Gem Apple Bombs. He would be able to manually detonate them to do more damage, but they would still explode after a few seconds. The Ultra Sword would be his forward air. The size of it should be reduced, otherwise that would be too broken. His side B would let him create a black hole, and his up B would let him summon the ship lore to let him ride to safety. Maybe others could get in the ship as well, friend or foe. It would make for an interesting gimmick. For the last character, I wanted to continue the trend of choosing at least one unexpected characters for my rosters. For the Fire Emblem video, I chose Ephraim, and the Zelda video, I chose Tingle. For this video, I choose Knuckle Joe. Knuckle Joe is probably one of the most iconic enemies because he gives access to the fighter ability, one of the most recognizable Kirby abilities. He would also represent the helpers or friends in Kirby Star Allies, something that Bandana Waddle Dee doesn't do as well. He would have a similar rapid jab to Kirby's since it would be based on the same ability. His neutral B would be the power shot. It would be similar to a Hadouken. His up B would be an uppercut. His down air would be a downward kick. His down tilt would let him slide on the ground. His forward smash would be the smash punch. I don't have any particular ideas for a final smash, but I think it would be easy to get creative with it. So this is my roster for this Kirby video. Kirby, Meta Knight, King Dedede, Bandana Waddle Dee, Marks, Zero, Gooey, Magolor, and Knuckle Joe. Other characters I wanted to include in this video but couldn't find a place in the roster, other dream friends of Star Allies, so Rick, Kain, and Ku, Adelaine, Daroach, Taranza, Susie, and the Mage Sisters, but also Prince Fluff or Highness, or any other boss from the Kirby games, my favorite being Dino Blade. In conclusion, it is much easier to come up with a roster for this franchise because there were no real problems in the original roster, other than their number of characters. Sakurai probably felt like adding too many Kirby characters would be unfair and biased, that's why there are only 3 characters. But even then, since they are characters that he created, they are really well made and it makes me wonder what he could have done with the other characters. Thanks for watching this video, and until next time.